It's that time of year. The SCV Man and Woman of the Year nominations are out. And what I love about this is there's never anybody who goes, yes, I've been nominated. I hope I win. Everyone is very, very humbled. And the nominees are made up of individuals here in the Santa Clarita Valley who have put their heart and soul into nonprofit organizations and for quite a while. So it's not something that it doesn't come easily. And it comes with most of, or actually all of the nominees that I've spoken to speak about the nomination with humility and just a lot of gratitude, and also always remind me that that's not what it's about. It's about service to the community. Here with me is one of our nominees and my very good friend, Sue Reynolds. Good morning.
Good morning, George. I'm very glad to be here.
And you were nominated by the Domestic Violence Center of Santa Clarita.
Yes.
And this is kind of interesting because, you know, we think, hey, we're Santa Clarita. This is a happy community. We don't really think that something like a domestic violence center is something that we would need here in the Santa Clarita Valley. But,
yes. Yes, violence is no fairy tale, and we've got it right here in Santa Clarita Valley. It's endemic everywhere. You know, the most affluent communities, the most humble communities, educated people, wealthy people, folks on the streets. It's really endemic everywhere.
Now, tell me a little bit about what the center offers.
Well, we are both a shelter and a center. So at the center, we offer services such as recovery services and abatement services. We train advocates with a 40-hour advocacy training where we can send volunteers out to advocate along with people at the courthouse. Now, not providing legal services, but just going alongside, because sometimes the bullying continues or even gets worse when a violent sufferer might try to show up at the courthouse and get a restraining order. So we train people to go alongside and simply provide that emotional support and that being present support.
A little bit of gatekeeping perhaps as well.
Yeah,
right?
We've got programs that help folks to step forward out of violence. You know, many times it's a spiral of what's happening in a living situation that involves all parties, you know, men, women, children, grandparents. You know, I mean, violence touches all demographics. It's not just women, says the past Seroptimus president. So it's important that we're providing help for people to perhaps have a living that, you know, they think they can't leave. They think they can't get out because they think they have no way to step forward on their own. Well, yes, they do. Well, then also we have our shelter. Now, the shelter, of course, is a secret place to be, and the people who are sheltered in Santa Clarita are probably not from Santa Clarita, and our folks have been taken out of Santa Clarita.
I see. So that is outstanding. Now, how did you get involved in volunteering for this organization?
Well, it probably started with Seroptimus. I, of course, have been concerned with where in Santa Clarita women's issues are best supported and best served. And as you know, the mission of Seroptimus is to support the lives of women and girls locally and around the world. So that relationship began there, and I now am on the executive board of the Domestic Violence Center, and really so heartfelt that we can help people to find other ways than violence to run their households.
I want to congratulate you on your nomination. Now, this is something, again, is there anything that you hope, let's say, for example, you are bestowed with this honor, is there something that you can maybe hope to use to leverage this to continue maybe bringing light to the Domestic Violence Center, or is it something that you feel is necessary?
Well, I mean, to be so honored would be like, oh my goodness, because the phrase I always use is, my goodness, these are the heavy lifters in our valley. These are the people who step up time after time. I am so proud to be counted among them. I mean, wow. So, and what a list of incredible people. So yes, the awareness for the Domestic Violence Center, the awareness for all of the nonprofits in the community. I'm stunned by how many people in our community help, but then I'm also stunned by how many people in the community seem to have no idea the opportunities for service.
Exactly. Lots of organizations out here.
In the career business, I work for the Hart School District now. I still write some resumes on the side. One of my biggest points of how to build a job is to serve. And when you serve alongside people, you make the connections that you need to step your own life forward.
That's true.
So we have amazing opportunities in Santa Clarita Valley to serve. Get out there.
Yes, do that thing. Sue Reynolds, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for stopping by. We don't do enough of this on the air. So very nice to have you by and chit-chatting. Is there any last thoughts?
Yes, last thought. We are doing our Ferry Shelter Breakfast and Auction on May 16th. We're going to do that at Heritage Junction, which will have just come off of being part of the Cowboy Festival digs. So that should be a really fun place to have our ferry shelter because, again, violence is no fairy tale.
Exactly.
So that's May 16th in the morning, so it's a brunch. And so for additional information, we are DVC-SCV.org.
Perfect.
I always mix those up.
DVC-SCV.org. Again, congratulations on your nomination, and always good to see you.
Thanks, George.